breaking.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to live coverage of this year's U.S. Amateur Championship from here at Strokers, Palm Harbor, Florida. Got Johnny Nguyen and Alan Smart at the table currently. We're in the second round. First day competition, race to 7. Looks like they've opted to start in
With
the 8-ball set
yep.
once again.
This is Alan Smart at the table right now.
Yeah, Alan out of Hamilton, Ontario. Johnny, his opponent, out of Birmingham.
And
so
Johnny is the 2017 Alabama State 9-ball champion.
Oh, okay.
And I've heard Alan is a really good player from Canada. This first match is a little tough though, getting started out. You know, that was his first shot just then, so a lot of pressure in this high-level tournament.
So we're going to see 5 games of 8-ball and then up to 8 games of 9-ball. This is a combination played on 4.5 by 9-foot tables, double elimination. This is Johnny Nguyen.
And a lot of people will ask, is it true double elimination? Well, it's double elimination up until the final match, and then it's just a
extended race.
Final, there. So the idea is you find the best 2 players in the whole tournament, get them together for an extended race, and see who wins.
You know, it's amazing to me with that, the way the bracket works. When we saw it again last night, that hot seat match, the winner that moves to the final.
In the Women's U.S. Amateur Championship.
And the person that goes to the 1 loss ends up coming back and winning. We had that happen last night. We had that happen last year. Seems to be pretty common.
Well, that's what happened to me in 2006.
You were on
I was the winner
side.
of the winner's bracket,
right.
and the guy who actually ended up beating me he lost his first match and went all the way through the loser's bracket to come back and beat me in the final.
Alan Smart here. Again, we're at Strokers, Palm Harbor, Florida.
He's got a little issue down here at the end of the table. You see the what is that? The 11 and the, sorry about switching right in the middle of a shot there, but the 11 and the 5 there are right there together. I'm not sure if that goes in the corner, but if it doesn't, he's got to come up with, okay, it does. So he's okay. I was a little worried that it would not go in. He will have to finesse this shot a little bit to make it come across for the 8 in the side next. That's a really good shot. So he's got a good feel for the speed of the table already, we can tell. So that's 1 game for Allen. Scores 1-0. Got that first game out of the way, so your nerves will start to calm down just a little bit, but it's still tough. The very first match of any tournament is tough. See if he breaks from the second ball or the first this time. Getting way over on the edge. I suspect that he's going to be breaking that second ball, trying to make that 8 ball in the side pocket.
You feel free to play the controls back here, Richard.
I was going to change it there since the next door neighbor got in the way. Let's see. See if he hits that second ball. Yep. Second ball breaks. See the 8 ball heading toward the side pocket. Okay. So he did pocket a ball on the break. I'm not sure which one. Stripe or solid. We'll find out right here, though.
Richard, Robin Parker says hello.
Well, hello, Robin Parker.
I think that's former women's U.S. Amateur champion Robin Parker a couple years back. 2016. Is that
I
that
believe
right?
that's right.
The years have kind of gotten away from me here, but
Yeah,
not that long
I
ago.
played her before too in the Alabama State 9-ball championship, and she's tough. Yeah, he hit that ball into the rail a little bit. He's got to be a little bit more precise than that on these tables, and that's the reason his cue ball got out of line a little bit too, because he overcut that ball, which meant the one went a little. I mean, the cue ball went a little further.
I want to remind folks we do have bonus coverage in addition to the match you're seeing here on Facebook. We've got 2 other matches ongoing on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/APA Leagues.
He's going.
Just
Oh, I'm
go
sorry. Go
ahead.
ahead.
Sorry,
Well, I
Richard.
was just going to say he needs to be creative here if he plans to run out. Otherwise, he needs to be creative and find a nice safety, because this is with the 13 sitting up against the 4, I think it is. It's hard. It's going to be hard to run out from there. So that's why he's spending so much time now. It's not to stand there and look pretty. He's actually thinking, what does it take for me to maintain control of this table?
Don't know a lot about Allen. He's been playing pool 20 years. Looks like he's a member of the CPA up there in Canada, the Canadian Pool Players Association. Played in this event 2004 when he finished tied for 9th.
That was my first year to play. That was Berlin, Connecticut, at Ultimate Billiards.
I'm not sure if Ultimate Billiards is around
It's
anymore.
not.
It's gone, huh? Man, you talk about good food at pool halls. That,
Yeah.
that place, they had like a executive chef and everything. It was cold up there, though. Up there in Connecticut in November. That's what I remember the most.
Yeah, he looked like he tried to cut that ball in the corner, and if he hadn't put it in the corner, he would have been sitting pretty, because from here he could have pocketed the stripe into the corner and then run into his next stripe to get it out in the open for himself. So he almost pulled it off. And now Johnny has the same issue, because that same cluster there is going to cause him trouble here with the 4-ball being up against the 13, I think it is.
For those of you asking about the matches on the bonus table, one of the tables we've got Stuart Warnock, Ken Johnson. The other table, Brian Irwin, George Jones. And again, you can find those youtube.com/APA Leagues. Is your nickname the Bomber?
No, that's David Rowell.
Oh, David Rowell.
Birmingham
is the Bomber.
Yeah.
Some folks keep talking about the Bomber.
My nickname's Risky Richard,
There we
because,
go.
or just Risky, because Nathan, boss at home, says I take risky shots.
Aha.
But I only take the risky shots that I think I'm going to
Are worth the
make.
risk?
That's going to come out. I'm
Only
going to
the
come
risky
out better.
shots worth the risk.
Yeah.
Strategic risky shots. You still playing a lot these days?
I play every day
Do you?
at work.
No.
There's a table down in the
Nice.
cafeteria area at work, and I play every day on it, but I don't really get out much and play in the pool hall anymore.
All right. Again, this is Alan Smart at the table, leading 1-0 in this race to 7.
The good thing from here is he has 2 balls that he can hit. If he misses the third, and he missed both of them, so he had a big area to hit balls there. I'm a little surprised that he didn't hit one of them. But if he had hit one of the balls, he would have been fairly safe because of the speed he hit the ball. It would have left the cue ball on the end rail. Johnny should have no issue getting out from here. Just draw the cue ball to the side rail and make the 5 next. He needs to be precise right here and decide where exactly do I want the cue ball to make sure that I am able to get out from here.
Carlos, we saw your message, bud. We're going to see if we can locate your shirt there.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he missed that shot. And he was a little careless right there. Allen was a little careless. He should not have run into that other ball from there. I mean, he's going to get out. It's no problem. He's playing the 8 in the corner now. And this makes the score 2-0.
Allen with a 2-0 lead. Patrick wants to know if we think Brian Parks will win his 6th U.S. Amateur Championship title. Tough to say. You know, you got a stacked field. You got 8 former champions. I have a feeling he'll be there on Sunday. And he's got a great shot, right? I think
he still plays a lot. You know, he plays all the time. Doesn't he own a club in
I don't know if
California?
I know he was trying to sell his pool room, but I think you'll definitely see Brian on Sunday. You know, Brian will tell you he's got to get the rolls. He's got to get some breaks. I think one of the reasons he's been as successful as he has is that you can take that to Bill. One of the reasons he's been as successful as he has is I think it's more mental for his opponents than it is for Brian.
Right.
You know, they're thinking, oh, this is Brian Parks. I'm trying to beat the 5-time. So we'll see. You know, there's some dragon slayers in this event. So there's a guy like Henry Brodt, not phased playing Brian Parks.
Right.
You know, so we'll see.
Yeah, because Henry's won 3 times, right?
Yeah. Like I said, you got several other champions who have played Brian throughout the years, whether it's here at the U.S. Amateur Championship or elsewhere. Where I've really seen it matters when they get into the final round. The crowd comes in, the cameras are on, and it's can the other guy handle the pressure as well as Brian's been able to do. So I think
I don't think it affects Brian at this point. It's just
I think if it comes down to the finals, I like Brian's experience in the finals. I'll say that.
But it's going to be tough. As good as he plays and as good as his history is here, it's still really tough for him to get there.
Yes, he's got to get there. He's
got to
get
the rolls. He's got to play great.
If he gets there, though, that's
he definitely has the advantage.
I like it. I like his advantage based on his experience. Did you get your shirt? All right, brother. All the participants getting those souvenir shirts.
Oh, yeah.
Blue shirts. You'll probably be, well, you see Allen playing one right now. But
yeah, I have a few shirts of various colors.
I bet you do. You and me both, brother. I got a closet of APA gear, it seems like.
I've qualified for this event 7 times, and I've really enjoyed it, heck out of it every time. It's the camaraderie, as I've said before, is awesome, along with the competition. It's just great coming to this event. The hotel that you stay at is always really nice.
Yeah, new hotel this year. The Godfrey, right on the bay. It's pretty beautiful. Seen a lot of players kind of just hanging out back by the water and
I took some pictures of my view.
You get a water view?
Yes.
Nice.
I'm right over the pool.
Nice.
Well, they're just kind of playing for to reposition the balls now to have a better chance of running out when they get an opening, it looks like. A little strategery here, as President Bush would say. He's looking at pocketing this ball into the corner off of the, was that the 11 ball? It looks to me like. No. Good attempt. I like when somebody has the creative eye to see stuff like that and at least try it. And he held the cue ball into a decent place here, but it looks like Johnny really has a, a good start from here. If that'll keep creeping a little bit more, yeah, he's perfect now. Now he should follow this ball to the side rail and then up to the end rail, about where that. Well, he's not. He's drawing the ball. I'm a little surprised he didn't go to the end and go ahead and take care of the 9 and the 2 stripes at the other end of the table first, and then come down to this end of the table and finish things out. Because now he's got to go back to the other end of the table and then come back down here for the 8. And I do think if he'd have followed it up to around where the chalk is at the end of the table, and worked his way back down this way, he would have been a little better off. But he's a good shot maker, he's a good all-around player. And he proved that a couple of years ago in the Alabama State 9-ball championship. And they went heel to heel in the finals too. It was a great great match.
We've seen some hill battles
Yeah.
thus far in the U.S. Amateur Championship this year. Johnny's been in this particular event several times, as recently as last year.
I'm a little surprised that he tried to draw the ball back like that, and instead of following it, I think he could have followed it to the end rail and then come down his line that he needed to be on to bring the cue ball around where the 3 and the 1 are. And he also jumped up a little bit too on that shot. He's got to pocket this ball. There's no playing safe on this at all. No even. He's got to be 100% pocketing this ball. 1 rail in the corner. Nope. Because no matter where he leaves the cue ball down there, the ball's sitting in the side pocket. He can make that from anywhere. If that wasn't sitting there, he could have played a more sort of a 2-way shot, trying to pocket the ball, trying to pocket the 8 in the corner, and then just leaving the cue ball on the end rail. Perfect shape on the 3 to follow it up for the 1 next. Now he'll draw the cue ball back a little bit, just where he can stop the cue ball when he makes this one in this. Oh, careful. These tables are so fast because the cloth is new, the room is cool and dry, and so the cloth is always really fast in this room for the U.S. Amateur Championship. All right.
All right, Allen's going to take a 3-0 lead in this race to 7. We've got a minute. remind you folks that if you're interested in competing in the U.S. Amateur Championship, the first step in the process, you go to usam.poolplayers.com. Go ahead and sign up for a preliminary round. Compete in that preliminary round. If you place high enough, you'll advance here to the championship rounds. Find yourself on the stream table. You become famous. And you live happily ever after.
That's right.
That's how it goes. Alan is from Ontario. Some folks asking, let's see. Hamilton, Ontario, up in Canada. I didn't look to see how many Canadians we had in the event.
And so far, he's proven to be a really good player.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. I've seen several of our Canadian league operators all the way down here. I'm guessing that is good customer service as well as a byproduct of the fact that it's getting cold up there.
Yeah.
And it is not cold here. I think it's going to be mid-80s today. Plenty of sunshine here in Tampa. We're here at Strokers in Palm Harbor. Coverage of this event brought to you by our friends at pooldog.com. Pooldog.com is your go-to for all your billiard accessories, your cues, and cases. And
he wanted to pull that back just a little bit more. He's okay, but he would have been much better if he'd have been about a one ball width further. Now he's going to have to be really careful here and probably run into the strike ball as he makes this ball. He runs into it, pushes it out of the way, and it helps him hold the cue ball for the 8 in the into the other side pocket. So he'll pocket the 6 in the right side and the 8 in the left side. But when he pulls the trigger here, he needs to be thinking about pocketing this ball, not about where that cue ball's going. There we go. Okay, he didn't bump that ball. But I thought if he could get away with it, bumping that ball would have held his cue ball right where he needed to have it. He's rushed a shot right here. I'm a little surprised. And I think that's why he missed that shot. There was no reason to get down there that quickly and shoot that shot, especially that critical of a shot. You don't want to take too long either, but don't just jump over it and shoot. You'll see that sometimes though, with when the pressure is on, you kind of jump down and shoot the shot. And Johnny got a little bit lucky there. It looks like that he hooked Allen. And we do the rules here do allow using a different stick, a jump stick, to when you have a jump shot like this.
Yeah.
So I suspect he's going to get out. Yeah, he is. He's going to get out his jump stick, and that'll help him get the cue ball up into the air quickly. It's short and a little lighter. So he'll call this into the corner, jump over the edge of the striped ball there. Lines up and then just elevates the back of the cue after this. Stays on that same line, back and through. No, you don't have to really do too much special, just back and through. You do have to make sure you don't scratch in that corner pocket though.
See if Johnny can take advantage here.
He should be able to get out from here. He got a long stroke. He messed up there though. Right off the bat. Now he's going to have to figure out a little safety. And what I would like to do from here is come off the left side of this ball that he's right next to, and then go up 2 rails around that corner pocket, and then bury him right behind that 14 ball, about like this, right there. Yep. The only thing better would have been come a little bit further off of that rail and been right up against the strike ball, but that's just about as good as he can do from there. He has an option here to use that jump stick again, but he have to get it up in the air real quick and get it back down real quick if he's going to try to do that. But looks like he'll kick it 1 rail and try to pocket the 8 in the side pocket, close to where he's just pointing there. So a lot of times when a novice is kicking at a ball, they're kicking just to hit the ball. Well, when a really good player like Allen is kicking, he's kicking to hit it in a certain place, and he hit it on the wrong side of the ball. But it's important to really have a good understanding of what it takes to get the when you're kicking, to get the cue ball to a certain place on the ball, not just somewhere on the ball. And there are systems that can help you out with that. Just look up kicking systems on the web. Maybe you'll find some info on that. I know you will. There's a lot out there.
On that thing we call the internet?
On them internets.
Oh, yeah. Of course, a lot of instruction on our YouTube channel, as well as the bonus coverage that we've mentioned.
Yeah, you've got two tables going on YouTube, right?
2 tables on YouTube. I was looking to see if they got the next match started. Yeah, Jeremy Edwards and Kenneth Rowell.
Not to be confused with David Rowell.
Related?
No, I said not to be confused with.
I didn't know if there was any relationship or relation there. That's on our YouTube channel. The other match over there is Stuart Warnock and Ken Johnson. So
I would have preferred to see him shoot that shot with a little bit more pace, because then you don't have to have the timing just right. I think the reason he missed that is because his timing was not perfect, and it skewed off a little bit to his right. And if he'd have shot it with a little bit more pace, the cue ball would have went straight there without skewing one way or the other.
all right. Allen now up 4 games to none in this race to 7. Good time to remind you folks that maybe aren't members yet. You can go to poolplayers.com/join. Become an APA member today. Got spring session just around the corner. Allen ready to break here.
And he's breaking that second ball. And you see the cue ball scratch?
Yes, sir.
One of the main reason for breaking on for the second ball is to try to make the 8 ball in the side pocket. Well, if you make the 8 ball in the side pocket, you win. But if you also scratch like he just did, then you lose the game. So he's got to make sure that he keeps that cue ball out of the pocket if he's going for that break for sure.
This will be the last game these two play of 8 ball in this match. They'll move over to the 9 ball set after this. Some folks asking about results and match times. I'm going to go ahead and pin this comment in the comment section, but if you go to CompuSport.us, you can find all that information there.
Is that the best site ever or what?
It's pretty great, and what's amazing is how it has impacted our actual running of tournaments. Things that were previously done manually.
So you don't keep
like
the big
running table
boards
assignments. You don't see the big boards that you used to. Everything is electronic, so pretty
So
cool
you don't
stuff.
have-
Technology. Go
You don't
figure.
have 20 people gathering around one board over here. Hey, get out of my way. I want to see what my match is.
Yeah. can just download the app
Yeah,
and
it's
kind of tells you
really
when you
nice.
play, where you play. It's pretty nice. CompuSport.us. All right, Johnny.
He wasn't planning on bumping into that ball, so that meant his cue ball didn't get over to the position he probably wanted to be in. So now he's got to make up his mind. Does he want to make the 5 first and then the 7, or 7 and then the 5? I think I would have gone the other way around, because then I wouldn't have been shooting over a ball, and I wouldn't. This is a little bit tougher to play shape now, but if he'd have gone the other way, I think it. Yeah, he should have taken more care to make sure he had a shot on that 8 ball, the right shot, I think. I'm pretty sure he called cutting it inside. He did. He
Yep.
overcut the ball, though. But he shouldn't have had that shot anyway, in my opinion. I think if he'd have thought it through just a little bit more, he would have been able to run that out a little bit more easily. But it's easy to shoot from here. You know, I don't miss anything from the booth, but up there with all the pressure on and all, you don't always make the best decisions. But from here, I don't necessarily see the same angles they see either. So what I suggest sometimes that they do might not be the right thing to do, because I don't have the advantage of seeing every angle like they can when they walk around the table.
Thank you, Michael.
The ball next to the 8 could be trouble if he doesn't figure out a way to get correctly on it, or to move it into a position to where it can easily be made. So he needs to. I hope he's already considered that. He just gets up there and shoots, and it just seems like he doesn't even consider that. But for him to be at this level, I'm sure he has. Yeah, it must go over there.
Switch it up and get a look. Yeah, he must feel confident.
Yeah, I don't like it from here. I don't like the way it looks, but maybe it's at the table. Maybe it looks much better than it does from here.
Yeah, I mean, he's not taking any time. Looks like it clears it. That it does. Oh,
see,
but he misses the shot.
That's you see how hard he had to hit that to make it pop off the rail, the cue ball?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think I would have liked to have gotten that out of the way a little bit earlier in the run.
All right, Johnny's on the board.
So who's sponsoring this event? Pooldog.com?
Pooldog.com. They are bringing you this coverage. Throughout the event. Of course, we should also mention our other sponsors: Aramith, the premier billiard balls, Action Cues, and our friends at Valley Dynamo, the official pool table of APA. Of course, this particular event played on 4.5 by 9 foot tables, but typically, if you ever come to our events in Vegas, the 300 some odd tables we use, Valley Dynamo tables there. So appreciate all of our sponsors and their support, not just for this event, but throughout the year.
And here, you may, on the screen, looking at it from this view, you may say, hey, that looks like a diamond table over there. Yeah. In this room, they've got all great 9-foot tables, but they are the Gold Crown on the main TV table here, but they have 2 of these diamond tables, and then some Robertson tables, which are
local billiard manufacturer.
And those are designed just like the Gold Crown tables.
Right.
But they're all top-notch tables.
Yeah, the owner here, Jose Del Rio, also a pool player.
Very good
keeps
pool
his
player.
Equipment in top shape.
Yeah.
This is one of the premier places to play here in the Tampa Bay area. Johnny's got the break. We are now in the 9-ball set.
See if the 3-ball goes in the corner. Did we fix the score just then?
We did, yeah. Johnny's
okay,
first win.
Okay.
Johnny's.
I get to talking and forget about the score.
Yep. There's a lot to do back here.
Look at how many
Trying
balls.
to read comments, watch the match, update the scores.
Look at how many balls came to this end of the table.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised that Allen shoots as quickly as he does without surveying the table a little bit more. Both of these guys are really quick players.
Yeah, they are. Which we like. I like watching them keep moving, keep moving.
I do too, but
sometimes it does lead to mistakes.
I just hate to see them make mistakes because of that. You know, you don't need to parade around necessarily. You just to look good, but you do need to survey the table and analyze and figure out what's the best way to run this table out, or at least to keep control of the table. And sometimes just, you know, the little glance as you walk around to the next shot is not enough time. Here we go. Now he's seeing, now where exactly do I need to be to get through this rack of balls? Now that he's got it figured out, now he can get down and execute. I thought he might do this. This is going to be a great shot, you guys. He's coming off the right side of the 5-ball into the 6, which will go into the 7 and make it in the corner. He overhit it just a little bit and caused him to have this shot, but he should be okay still. As good of a shot maker as he is, yeah.
I'm just amazed at how fast,
yeah.
You know, which I love.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll watch Allen play all day. Holy cow. Just such
he may have overrun this
too
one.
With what he.
No, he's okay. Good.
Amazing.
Yeah. Now go to the rail and back out and play the 9 in the same corner. Yeah, very nice. That takes it to 5-1, Allen. But don't think Johnny's out of this, because he is a super player and he can come back from this deficit.
Mention our buddies at pooldog.com. They got some special offers for our members you can take advantage of now. Go to their website, pooldog.com/APA champs. Check out those offers.
And use that code there, right? APA.
APA champs.
Yeah.
Christmas season fast approaching. Got to do that Christmas shopping. You can do it all over at pooldog.com.
Well, his first shot is tough here. I think I would follow the cue ball to the end rail and get behind the 8-ball with the cue ball here. Just hit it soft, hit the 1 to the side rail. Oh no, he's that wasn't in his mind at all. He was trying to cut that ball in. I think a safety, I would have advised a safety there. It was not very tough. It was, I think, 100% guaranteed that he had a couple of blockers there, actually. But apparently Allen's just a very aggressive player. And if you think you can make it and run out, then yeah, do that.
We got a good match, a really good match coming up after this, folks. We'll go ahead and mention it now. Kenny Brisman and Henry Brodt, 2 former champions.
Yeah.
We'll have that match at 1:30.
When did Kenny win? Was it 2014 that he won? I think it was.
Was it 2014? That sounds about right.
Yeah.
2014, yeah. Of course, he's been around quite a bit. We see him in Vegas frequently at our events out there, and as we do a lot of these guys, you know. Henry's kind of the one exception to that. He's the guy that I don't see a whole lot except here, right?
Yeah. Now he should come around. Cue ball should go 1, 2, 3, 4 rails. It'll hit that 4th rail, I think, but it's not like really a 4-rail shot. But careful here. Yeah. I had to have the speed just right, and I think he got just the right angle to. No, that's good. Pull it back to the side rail.
Allen
And that'll
about to
take him
go
to
into the
6.
hill here.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Buffers, okay.
Allen needs just 1 game now in this race to 7. You getting in here? Sound? You can fix it now. It's easy.
As a general rule, whenever you jack with audio, you always want to mute it. Show on.
All
All
right, my
right.
man with the plan, Steve Alejandro, hooking me up with
Amazing what a dongle can do.
resolving some of our sound issues. I'm no longer hearing 7 of us talking.
Yeah, it had
Just
an
you and
echo
me
there
now.
before, didn't it?
Much better. All right.
Well, Johnny has ball in hand here to start, so he with what 6 balls on the table, he should run this out no trouble. But I think he needs to send this and I've seen people miss this shot, this very shot right here into the corner, bobbling it into the corner. So he didn't. Okay, he's put himself on the rail. You do not want to be sitting there on this shot, but he still should be fine. Really surprised he hit it that hard. There was, I mean, he wanted to put some speed on it because if you baby that kind of shot, you tend to skew the cue ball off a little bit. But that's going to be really frustrating to him that he's just playing safe. He hit it harder than he meant to. He really wanted that to just be sitting down next to the rail. It's still tough, though. If he tries to, he should be able to cut this into the corner, though, and the cue ball tracks back down there to the other end for just smooth this in. And the cue ball will naturally just go for the 9 ball. He overcut it, though.
Yep. Didn't do Johnny any favors, though, did he?
No. Johnny may just go ahead and cut this and send the cue ball up and down and back up the table again. No. That was a really good finesse. Did you notice Allen patted the table a couple of times? That's the way pool players clap for the other guy. No. What he wanted to do there is bring the cue ball a little shorter than that the rail on the left side where it hit, he wanted to hit somewhere closer to the side pocket, and then that way the cue ball would come off and get behind the 9 ball.
Oh.
Get behind the 9 ball.
Johnny fails to
It's
pocket
just not
the
gonna
8.
matter.
That might be it.
A lot of left-hand English, or right-hand English for him, and it'll go around 3 rails.
Pockets the 8.
Yeah.
Good position on the 9. I think that's going to be it here for Allen and Johnny. Alan Smart picks up the win, 7-1 over Johnny Nguyen. We've got 1:30. What time is it here? 12:46. About 45 minutes. Our
Yeah.
1:30 match. Henry Brote, Kenny Brisbane should be an outstanding match. Encourage you folks to come back and join us. Again, you can find that here on our Facebook page, facebook.com/poolplayers. Go ahead and just hit that like button. That way you get a notification when the match starts. And we're going to take a short break, regroup, and we'll be back in just a little while. Thanks for
good.
joining us, guys.
See you shortly.